You're welcome to today's SEC Baseball Tournament post-game press conference featuring Georgia. We'll hear from Jonathan Cannon, Riley King, and Coach Scott Strickland. We'll begin with Riley King. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you want to ask a question. We'll start with Davis Baker.
Hey, Riley. Davis Baker, Bulldog Illustrated. Last week, you guys seemed to have some good success against Drew McDaniel. Just what was working so well for him today?
He threw strikes. He threw strikes. He got outs, and we didn't hit today. We'll get back at it though.
Your next question is from Anthony Dasher.
Hey, Riley, this is Anthony, UJSports.com. Obviously, 1 and 2 in the tournament. Did win a big one on Tuesday. Y'all still think y'all have what are going to be able to get a bid to the NCAAs?
Yeah, we think so. We've been the past 2 games hasn't been us. We've been gritty all year. We played hard all year. But yeah, it's in the hands of the committee. So we'll just have to wait for Monday to see. But we believe we are.
Okay, next up is Palmer Thoms.
Palmer Thoms, Dogs 247. Riley, you mentioned that you still feel confident about, getting into the NCAA tournament. Did Coach share a message of, what these next couple of days will look like and, what y'all's plans will be?
Yeah, we're going to get after it. We're going to get ready to play postseason baseball. We're going to practice. We're going to treat it just like we're going into a tournament. That's on our mind. That's our goal, and we're going to treat it like we're going.
Okay, any more questions for Riley? Okay, thanks for your time today. Okay, we're now joined by Jonathan Cannon. Again, use the raise hand function to indicate if you would like to ask a question. I have a question from Anthony Dasher of UGA Sports.
Sorry about that damn mute button. Does the team, I asked Raleigh, does the team still pretty confident, that you guys will be able to get a bid next week?
Yeah, I think we've done enough to earn a bid. Obviously, it would have been nice to get one more. It's gonna be a long wait till Monday, but I think we're hopeful that we'll get a bid into the tournament.
Okay, any more questions for Jonathan? Got another one from Anthony.
Yeah, Jonathan, just coming in out of the bullpen today, something a little different for you. How unique was it? Was it a little more difficult because you've been the guy on the mound that began the games, all year long?
Yeah, it was a little different. Couldn't go through my normal routine that I would if I was to start the game. But, I was able to relieve a lot last year, so it really wasn't something foreign to me. And I came in, felt good, and was able to try and minimize the damage and try and keep us in the game.
Thanks, man.
Okay, thanks, Jonathan. You're good. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, we'll be joined momentarily by Coach Strickland. We're now joined by Coach Scott Strickland. Coach, before we take questions, if you will, please give us your general thoughts on the game today.
Well, I thought Drew McDaniel was really good, and we just saw him on Saturday, and he scuffled a little bit on Saturday, and he had a bounce-back performance. I thought he was really good. The velocity was up. The breaking ball was sharper. His command was really good. He kept our hitters off balance, and he was the difference today. We couldn't score, and I thought he was really good on the mound.
Okay, our first question is from Palmer Thoms.
Yeah, Coach, obviously you've been pretty adamant about that you believe this team deserves to be in the NCAA tournament. How do you feel after the last 2 days?
Oh, we certainly haven't played very well the last 2 days, but it's still the full body of work. And I'll stand by my statement. If we're the best conference in the country, we should be the most represented. And the strength of schedule, the RPI, 14 wins in this league is a big deal. So I still believe we're in. The last 2 days weren't pretty. We didn't play very well, but our full body work, I think we deserve to be in.
Okay, next up is Davis Baker.
Hey, Coach, Davis Baker, Bulldog Illustrated. Over these 3 games, you had 38 strikeouts offensively. I was just wondering if there's anything you can attribute that to specifically, or was it just good pitching?
A lot of good pitching, but we didn't have a very good approach overall. Offensively, we weren't very good, no question about it. But the 3 arms that we saw all pitched extremely well. And again, I thought McDaniel was outstanding today. And all 3 days we saw some really good arms. But offensively, we didn't have a good approach. We were not good enough to win yesterday, not good enough to win today. And we got to find a way to get better. And I feel like we're going to be playing a couple more games at least, and we need to clean up offensively for sure.
Okay, next up is Ramin Forgani.
Hey, Coach. What is Selection Monday going to look like for the team?
Well, we'll practice on Sunday. We'll give them Friday and Saturday off, and then we will practice on Sunday. And then we got to figure out if we're going to practice in the morning and watch the selection show, or watch the selection show and then practice. Maybe get the practice in beforehand and then watch it. But don't know yet. We'll have to look at the weather. Sometimes the weather forecast dictates what time you practice. But we'll watch it in some form or fashion as a team on Monday at 3 o'clock.
Okay, our next question is from Jed May.
Hey, Coach, you were talking about having practice and preparing as if you're going to play. How important is that going to be over the next couple days to sort of keep that, I guess, positive momentum and positive spirit amongst the team as they're waiting to find out their fate?
Well, 2 days away, I think will help just kind of refresh everybody, and they just need to rest a little bit and just rejuvenate their bodies and their minds and kind of clear things. And then on Sunday, we'll get after it a little bit. We'll compete on Sunday, might play a little bit of an inter squad to get some guys on the mound and just get them moving around and just start pushing and challenging. We've got a really good group of upperclassmen that I know they're disappointed. Everybody's disappointed in the way that we played. But on Sunday, we'll challenge a little bit. We'll compete and kind of get that fighting spirit back.
Okay, our next question is from Anthony Dasher.
Hey, Coach. You talked about poor approaches at the plate. Being it's this late in the season, does that make it a little bit extra frustrating that those type of things are happening this late in the year?
Well, a little bit, but then again, when you've got McDaniel was 93 to 95 and throwing 82-mile-an-hour sliders and throwing them where he wanted to. So, sometimes you have to tip your cap a little bit. But that being said, we've got to find a way to foul some balls off with 2 strikes and try to hit the ball the other way. And it just didn't happen today. And he was really good. Our approach wasn't really good. You put those 2 things together and you get a shutout.
Okay, do we have any more questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that concludes this press conference. A full transcript will be provided by ASAP Sports. You can also find a recording of this press conference in the SEC Media Portal.